With the increasing demand for goat milk in Ontario, the province's dairy goat industry has grown immensely in the last few years. There's great potential for expansion, with new producers getting into goats and existing producers looking at ways to increase their milk yields, whether through increasing herd size or individual production. While this is exciting, it also poses a real challenge for farmers in the management of their operation, and producers are using new cost of production information to make improvements, expand facilities, and create efficiencies on their farms.
My name is Ed Donkers. I'm from Shedden, Ontario. I've been a farmer since 1991. 2008, I got out of cows and I got into the goat industry. I've been milking goats ever since. A few years ago I had a fire and we've had the opportunity to rebuild. And I rebuilt it to a new higher standard, I think.
The dairy goat industry is one of the fastest growing sectors in Ontario. In 2015, approximately 240 licensed dairy goat farms produced just over 42 million litres of milk. Now, with 200% growth in milk volume in the last 10 years, the dairy goat sector has moved quickly from niche to mainstream. 85% of goat milk produced in Ontario is made into goat cheese. In Ontario, goat milk production is regulated under the Milk Act, which is enforced by the Ontario Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs, and also referred to as OMAFRA. This act outlines practices that ensure goat milk produced is safe and of high quality. In order to market fluid milk, a producer must first receive and maintain Grade A status following regular on-farm inspections by OMAFRA staff to ensure the cleanliness of milking, cooling, and storage equipment. The goats and the interior of the barn comply with the Milk Act. Producers must also either be licensed by a processing plant or have one of the following: an agreement with a goat milk broker or a direct contract with a licensed processing plant. They are not allowed to sell raw milk or unpasteurized milk.
We went with a 72 stall rotary milking parlor, and in that parlor we have full meters, so all the milk production is recorded on every animal, and they go through a sorting system. And the sorting system will allow us to sort for two options, and so we can sort for production or lack of eating or hoof trimming, whatever we want to. So our sorting system allows us to sort for goats when they're sick or down in milk production. These are the tools for us to find when the animal is sick. Okay, it allows for us to sort goats for cycling, so we can breed small amounts of goats at a time, so we can have 365 days a year milk production. Goat farmers are not required to have a time temperature recorder, but as I built new, I thought when I had one as a dairy farmer, as a cow farmer, I found it to be very useful, and I opted to put one in. I find the time temperature recorder allows me to be more comfortable knowing that my equipment was washed and the temperature reached. Also in this barn, we went for the latest environmental stuff. We got government grants for fans, and we put extra fans, eight fans in the barn for ventilation to help in the cooling. And we find in the summer that we don't lose a liter of milk because of all the extra air movement.
The average dairy goat produces between 2.8 and 3 liters of milk daily. However, the average production in components like fat and protein will vary between breeds. The most common dairy goat breeds are Saanen, Alpine, Toggenburg, Nubian, and La Mancha. Saanens are the most popular dairy goat breeds, making up 80% of the dairy goats in Ontario. Saanens are known for their high milk yields and calm nature. Most commercial dairy goat farms raise Saanens or cross breeds between other popular dairy goats such as Alpine and Toggenburg. Raising crossbreeds of dairy goats allows producers to benefit from the best characteristics of each breed.
We're milking 600 goats at the moment. We should be milking 1,000 by late spring, and hopefully 1,200 by early next year, and we'd like to expand to about 1,600 goats in the next 2 to 2.5 years. With me starting over the second time, I had the opportunity to make better choices and decisions, and in doing so, I've gone with CAE-free goats. That's caprine arthritis encephalitis. They don't have hardened udders, they don't get sore knees and joints, and they give more milk per liter per day, and they have a longer lifespan. So in all those things happening, and with better health, the goats last longer. It's an easier environment to work with because you're not dealing with sick animals all the time. Kid management, we Babies are born. We iodine their umbilical cord. We tag the babies, and we let the mothers take care of the babies for the first 24 hours. The only reason we do this because we are CAE free, so we have no issue of transference of them from the mother to the baby.
Goats are ruminants. A common misconception is that a goat will eat anything. This is a myth. Goats can be very picky eaters. Goats need a diet balanced for energy, protein, calcium, and other essential nutrients and minerals from a mixture of sources including forages and commercial feeds.
Our future plans here on this farm to put a second rotary in, but it's a feed rotary, where all the goats will be fed their pellet ration totally on the rotary. It's not a milking rotary, so if a goat is giving, say, 5 liters of milk, she will be fed according to that amount of milk, how many days in milk.
Goats are seasonal short-day breeders, meaning they will cycle regularly as the day lengths get shorter. The natural breeding season is from late August to mid-March, with a gestation period of 5 months. Young does or female goats can be bred at 7 to 10 months of age. This allows them to produce milk around 1 year of age. Does may have between 1 and 5 kids, but twins are most common.
I bought the best genetics I could. I bought the CAE-free goats with a higher production, and I bought from the best of herds with high records. And I could have been milking a lot more goats when I started, but I started smaller, but I went with higher quality animals, so I know that in a few years I will be surpassing where I would have been if I had bought regular animals. I always say this when I talk about what's the best part of being a farmer. I said, I liked being a cow farmer, I liked the cows, but I love the goats. I love being a goat farmer.
The Ontario goat industry has seen significant growth in recent years and continues to change as innovative and advanced technologies are adopted by producers. Raising goats offers opportunities for newcomers to agriculture as well as seasoned producers looking to expand operations or head in a new direction. Ontario Goat has been working hard to strategically address the needs of the industry and laying important foundation blocks that will serve our industry now and into the future. For more information about the progressive and thriving goat industry, please contact Ontario Goat.